Hi, I'm Michael Kosta. Civic activism, does it work? Can one person make a difference? Tonight on Thank Me Later, we'll meet one man who did the impossible. No, not me. He changed the United States Constitution forever. I sat down with this American hero, and you can thank me later. Hi there.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm Gregory Watson. I'm responsible for the ratification of the 27th Amendment to the federal Constitution.
That's right. This Lone Star scholar got an amendment ratified to the Constitution, like the supreme law of America Constitution, as in the 1787 Founding Fathers Constitution. You're not a founding father, you're more like a weird uncle of the U.S. Constitution.
Stepfather.
Oh, stepfather. So you are nice sometimes, but then sometimes you come home drunk and treat the kids crappy because they're not really yours.
Sometimes.
I'm very familiar with the Constitution. I'm a huge fan. Why don't you tell our viewers what the 27th Amendment is? Again, I'm very certain I know what it is, but go ahead.
It says that when members of Congress
exactly.
want to adjust their salaries,
exactly.
they must wait until the next election has intervened.
Now, for you dum-dums who don't care about our country, 3/4 of the states are needed to ratify an amendment. So how did this egghead get it done?
It all started in 1982 with a college paper that I wrote. I found a book in the library that showed amendments that Congress had approved, but which not enough state legislatures had ratified. And I found this one from 1789.
Wait. You're an undergrad.
Yes, a sophomore.
You're a sophomore who realized that this amendment, which was introduced in 1789, was still available to be ratified.
Yes, March of 1982, during spring break.
During spring break,
no
when
less.
I'm at the wet t-shirt contest in Cancun, you're realizing that an amendment can still be ratified in the U.S. Constitution.
Yes.
So you write this paper.
Yes. I turn it in to the TA and get it back a few days later with a C on it.
With a C?
A C. And I appealed the grade up to the professor. She said she'd take a look at it. And when she came back a few days later, she saw me sitting in the aisle, and she physically tossed it at me and said, "No change." I decided right then and there, I'm going to get that amendment ratified.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that this guy actually got a constitutional amendment ratified?
John, could you just stick to the reenactment? Also, you're meant to be 19 years old, so can you act like a hot teen?
No, I can't.
And so what happens now?
Well, then I start writing those letters, pleading with members of the legislatures in those states to introduce a resolution at the state capitol to ratify the amendment. And it needed 32 states. And when Maine ratified the following year in 1983, there was just no turning back.
And that's the story of how Gregory Watson
Oh, no, you don't have to look at the camera. It's,
Why are you talking? I was just delivering my line.
you're not narrating.
Hang on. I'm John Hodgman.
Sorry.
I'm still on television sometimes.
Okay.
We're done.
Okay. Well, now we can see what.
And then what happens?
So I pestered, and I badgered, and I cajoled the state legislatures over the course of 10 years, and they ratified it.
This whole time, I thought you'd be some Harvard Law constitutional scholar lobbyist to elicit change. You're really just a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah. When the 27th Amendment was finally ratified, what did they give you as a sign of respect for your work?
Absolutely nothing.
You didn't get a thank you card from
No thank you card from anyone.
Man, I was afraid I was going to hear a sad, depressing story like that, which is why I made this for you, Gregory Watson. This is a trophy commemorating you on getting the 27th Amendment ratified.
Beautiful. I shall treasure it for all time.